Alright, y'all, let's just get right into the menu. So for tonight, I'm making the crock pot chicken and stuffing. That is so easy. I'll put it up on my website. You just put some chicken in the bottom, season it, mix cream of chicken soup with milk, pour it on top, mix up some stuffing mix with water so it's not super dry, you know. Spread that on top, cover it up, and cook it. So I'll have a busy morning and then get Sebastian by the afternoon. So I figured I just needed something easy. I kind of overcommitted myself last week, and I was really tired. Doing these treatments and watching him is kind of a lot. So I've tried to make myself a little bit easier this week. I don't know why I put on Thursday. You can see I put that saltine chicken back up there because I'm going to have him, and I think I'm going to have an appointment that morning. I'm not sure. I forgot to write that down so I can know. Oh, I forgot to write it down. Yep, if I got one Tuesday, it'll be Thursday, I'll guarantee you. And I forgot to put that down. Anyway, so I've got some things this week that are easier. I might change that again since I didn't get around to it last week because I still want to make it. Anyway, then I'm going to have some green beans with that. Then Saturday, eat out. Sunday, we still have not had any of our Christmas gift Omaha steaks or anything. Well, we did have them hot dogs, and I'm gonna tell you what, when it says jumbo, y'all just don't know. I had to cut it in half to make 2 hot dogs. There's no way I could have shoved that thing with a bun and chili and slaw in my mouth. It was huge. So if you ever get those Omaha steak jumbo hot dogs, be prepared that the 4 of them can go to 8. So you might think you're not getting your money's worth, but you're really getting 8 hot dogs. So anyway, I'm going to try to get us to have the steak, some of the steaks, and baked potato, and then some roasted ranch vegetables, which you just put a little bit of oil, like spray, and some ranch dressing mix, and stir it around, and just pop them in the oven. That's it. And instead of going like the whole 9 with a whole bunch of different vegetables, I'm just going regular. I think I got zucchini, and then I got onions on hand, and I bought a green pepper because I can see it in my mind on my grocery order, and I think that's what I bought. I think that's what I bought it for. It don't make sense because I don't know. Maybe I was looking at my list of what I usually put in it and picking stuff out and just left those in there. I don't know. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Then let's see, where are we at? Monday, I had something else up there, and I run across this macaroni soup. It was called something else, and I did one of those, copied it off the websites, and now I can't remember where I got it, but I got it off the internet, and I hadn't even looked at it enough to know if I'm going to change anything. I sure hadn't pointed it out because I go backwards. I don't point something out and then cook it. I just cook it and point it out. So we'll have that Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to do the air fryer cod again that I did a couple weeks ago because we don't eat a lot of fish since we quit eating fried fish, which is our thing. We don't hardly ever eat fish because we would eat it baked if we have to, but we don't prefer it. So we like our fish crunchy, and I found this way to make it in the air fryer that we actually liked. So I thought, well, I'll get some fish in us again. And then baked squash and limas. Then Wednesday I have another crock pot meal that I found that is exactly like the kind that you put in the oven, where you put the raw hamburger on it and just let it cook with it. You don't cook the hamburger first. It's the same thing, it's just in a crock pot. So I'm doing that Wednesday. And then Thursday, we already said the saltine chicken. It may or may not happen this week, and if it doesn't, I'm going to keep moving it until I get around to making it. It's my take on Jones' saltine pork chops. That it just sounded really good, and I have a lot of chicken in the freezer, so I wanted to try it with that. Now, as far as meal prep, you know, I've not been doing good the past few weeks, but I am going to attempt. My plan is to make David's breakfast casserole for the week, and then I already had my leftover soup down before I changed my menu to macaroni soup. So, leftover soup is just where I take, I've showed y'all before, I just keep a container in the freezer, and anytime there's little leftover dibs and dabs of vegetables, even stew beef, rice, stuff like that, not strong like cauliflower, well, we don't eat cauliflower, but broccoli or Brussels sprouts, nothing like that, because that will overpower the soup. And then when they get full, I just dump it with some tomatoes and broth and cabbage, and I forgot to order okra. Woo, I'm glad I talked that out loud. I got to turn around here and add that to my Harris Teeter order, because what I was saying was I'm not sure how much that macaroni soup is going to make, and it's a big recipe, so I may probably just wait instead of doing that on Sunday like normal. Just wait and see how much soup that makes on Monday, because David takes his mama food on Monday night, and I don't know how much he might take her, maybe for extra during the week or something. I don't know. He just, whatever's over there, he just packs whatever. And so then that will determine if I don't make it this week, then I'll probably try to make it next week. And then the caramel apple burritos. So that is what we're having this week. Alright, here is my Walmart, and I had to put it up here on the stove and the counter because all Sebastian's stuff is over yonder and there just is not no room. So I'm going to have to twist my camera side to side before you can see everything. So back over here, we have the coffee that I got to have. I'll probably run out, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Normally I run down the food line and get an extra one to tide me over. I don't know why I don't just buy the big one. I think I'm trying to save my husband money, because then if there's an extra one, I buy it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Then this, I ordered the 40 count, and they substituted the 80 count. So I'm all about that. Then the two beef broths, those are for that macaroni soup I was telling you about. And this is because I needed to replace it, the little can. And the big old diced tomatoes is for that macaroni soup too. So you can tell already from the amount of tomatoes and beef broth, it's going to be a big pot of soup. Now I just left this in here, but I got 3 1-pound packages of the 93%. Just for what I was using it this week. I just felt like using 93. I could use 96, but I just had 93 on the brain for some reason, so that's what we're using. The macaroni soup and the crock pot 7-layer casserole. Then let's see. Let me twist you back around. Okay. The hash browns, the shredded hash browns, are for the breakfast casserole. And then I got these cod fillets. I don't know. Feels like there might be 4 in there, which is the perfect amount for supper. Then some milk and almond milk. And my coffee mate. And eggs. Now up here is for my baked squash. And I got 2 little zucchinis for my roasted vegetables, and considering I ain't putting hardly nothing else in it, don't know why I only bought 2. We'll make do still. And then green onions. Oh, I think that was to go on the dinner that I took off. They'll still get eat. Now, look at this. You know I gripe about something every blasted week from Walmart's. I'm going to gripe again. Did I go forget it? That's what it looks like to me. There ain't no sense in that. You know good and well when they picked that up, they seen that. Oh, I'll just have to cut off. Who knows? Because I don't know what caused that. I'm sure when they cut the box open. But still, you don't know what's down in that cracks. So anyway, that's my gripe for this week. No, I got 2 gripes. I'm going to give you another gripe. They have that I told you about, that smart substitutions that they take away from the employees and give it to that computer. So I ordered a packet of ranch dressing mix, the Walmart kind, and instead of substituting Great Value, Hidden Valley, which you know good and well they had, they just said out of stock. So if Harris Teeter wasn't the kind that lets you add on stuff, I mean, up until if I pulled in, they have offered. So I have forgotten something because I just talk. They have offered to go on in and get it for me at that moment while I'm sitting in line. So they're really good. So if they didn't take extras, then I'd have to go in the store for one stinking little pack of dressing mix, and that really gets on my nerves. So there's my gripes for the week. Well, for the day. Let's be real. Then my husband's hash brown patties that he just loves in the air fryer. And there is that green pepper I was telling you about. I'm pretty sure it goes with that zucchini. And the red onion, something specifically called for red onion. It might be that. I think it might be the roasted vegetables. Something about the red onion just tastes a little better. It is a shame when you can't remember from day to day. Now there's my fully cooked bacon. They've changed their packaging. Kind of fancy looking, ain't it? And butter, because we were out of butter. Let's see, this week, what did you get? Can you see? Look at there. Let me change again. Bacon. They changed the packaging on. Fancy. And the butter. And then this week, I got him the perfect peach cobbler, strawberry cheesecake, almond cocoa loco, and nutty for Nana. Whoops. And then my new bread that I'm eating, 3 points for 2 slices instead of the other 2 points for 2 slices. I'm taking that extra point for a sandwich just because I like it better. And then if you can see over, whoops, you can barely see. Well, you know what a Raisin Bran box looks like. His big old Raisin Bran, and then some bananas. So now I've got to put these cold things up and go to Harris Teeter, and so that's what's coming up next. All right, here is my little bit of Harris Teeter, and go ahead and look at the red products to your right. We'll get to those. So they had, I did not know till John told me, they have chicken steakums, and the points were either extremely low or, let's see, chicken breast meat, solution of water, salt, dextrose, and sodium phosphate. So I don't know if any of that counts for points or not, but they were low enough to where I said I'm looking for them. And lo and behold, when I looked at the Harris Teeter sale paper, they had these buy one get one free. Well, I ordered 2, and they must have thought I ordered 2 deals, so I got 4 of them. But for the price, it was worth it. Then David's orange juice. Now, this sugar back here, what they do, I think I've told you, if you have coupons for something you buy, it's like this week if I had a coupon for it, I give it to them and they take it off my bill next week. Well, 2 weeks ago I had 2 coupons, and one of them was for a free bag of sugar. Well, last week they didn't use either coupon, so I put a little note. They have a place where you can write a note to your shopper, that said, I have 2 coupons on file. Could you use them this week, please? Well, my shopper called me and she said, okay, I got your coupons and I applied them. She goes, now, you've already got your sugar, right? I said, yes, I got the sugar. They just didn't apply the coupon. Well, she gave me sugar anyway. I've not looked on my receipt to see if they took the coupon off too. So I don't know, but I got another sugar. Then I was able to add on my okra for my soup, and I was able to add on my dressing mix from Walmart that it didn't have, and I had forgot to get my slow cooker liners from Walmart because I got a couple things this week I'm making. If I had it, I would have put it over there with my chicken already, and then I need some more pan spray. Now this was buy one get one free. If you can see that, it says extra mild wing sauce, and as soon as I saw those words, I knew I had to try it. So I went and got 2, hoping for the best. So you can see I opened it up and tasted it. I think I can do it. Now my husband says when it all piles up on a couple of wings, you might not can't handle it. I'm like, well, we're gonna try. We're gonna have buffalo everything. If I can eat that, I am making buffalo everything. That buffalo chicken dip that I couldn't eat the other week, oh buddy, I'm making it. Yes, I think I might make a special trip. Y'all know that phone rings every blasted time. Okay, Now, where were we? I said I might make a special trip just to buy cream cheese. I think it had cream cheese in it. Is that what it had in it? Sometimes I have recall of all things not true. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. Now, let's get over to this side. We have elbow macaroni. I don't know if it's cavatappi or cavatappi. It is the little corkscrew looking ones. A thing of orzo, 2 fettuccinis, and 4 spaghettis. And I stocked up because they were 49 cents. I've got these won't go in the cabinet, but I got a closet in one of my spare rooms that I put overflow groceries. And I told my husband, I said, I'd rather pay 49 cents now than 99 cents later if it's something we know we're going to use and pasta's not going to go bad. So that was my deal of the week right there. So with the paper product on the side, that is it for Harris Teeter. So that is it for me shopping this week.